got here. The line for the Switch is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Whose fault is this? This girl's.
I said to leave at 10. No, let's leave at 11.
Today, we unboxed the brand new Nintendo Switch 2, and I'll show you the weight, the height, and what's new. Let's go. Alright, y'all, it's midnight here, and the line is already forming outside of Best Buy. I didn't pre-order the Switch 2. I know it was a risky move, but I had to try my luck, so we'll see how it goes.
We got it. Oh my goodness.
Alright, we're back in the studio. It's time for the unboxing. So first off, look at this packaging. Nintendo really knows how to put things together. You got your screen here. We'll talk a little bit about that here in a minute. And we got our two controllers right up here in the front, blue and red. They look amazing. One of the challenges with the controls before was the drift. Hopefully we don't have that this time, but they look awesome, man. I always loved the Nintendo Switch controllers. Great colors, great feels great in your hands. So loving it. Here they are side by side. So all right, look amazing. So next, let's pull out the screen. I've been seeing a lot of things online about it being an OLED screen. From what I understand, it's an LCD screen. It's supposed to look better than the previous OLED screen for the Nintendo Switch. So the Switch 2 screen is supposed to look better, even though it is LCD, not OLED. Has a little holder in the back here, a little stand to help it stand up. You can see the buttons here on top. And as you see, the controllers, which we'll show in a little bit later in the video. Look at this. This looks amazing. And they actually are supposed to snap in because they're magnetic. So it looks pretty cool. All right, we have our Mario Kart cards. You see that we're ready to play some Mario Kart a little bit later. Comes with instructions. No one reads these things, but it's good to have it inside the package. And then we have our HDMI cord. One of the things with the Switch 2 is that even though it's an LCD screen, you can actually plug it in to the TV, and it's 4K. So it should be an awesome view for us later. And then we have our controller things for keeping them in our hands, our straps. So they fit pretty cool. They look amazing. I haven't put them on usually. I need to, so I don't take anybody out when I'm playing, but they look amazing. And then we got the rest of the packaging underneath here. We kind of pull out our holder for our controllers, so that way we can actually put them all together. And then that looks amazing as well. And then we'll look at the rest of what's in the box, which is going to be our plug for charging it. As I mentioned earlier, we have our stand here for actually charging and sitting the Nintendo Switch console into it. This allows us to actually play it in 4K when we plug it into our TV. So definitely want to make sure we take advantage of that, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. Again, there's the plug that I mentioned earlier. Screen looks amazing. As you see here, as I mentioned, that it's a little bit cleaner and crisper than the OLED screen from the original Switch. The first game I looked at was the Mario Kart game, and it looks pretty slick, amazing. There's Mario right there. Yeah, looks good. So I kind of started playing the game, set it up, so that way I can see and experience how the device plays. As you'll see here, I'm having a little bit of fun trying to set this up. All right, it's me playing here, and as you see, I am the opposite of first place. I am dead last. Womp womp. All right, thanks for watching our channel. Please subscribe and let me know your thoughts in the comments about the Switch 2. Are you getting one? Is this one that you will play, or are you going to wait for the OLED version to come out? So I'll definitely do some more videos showing you some of the gameplay. So give me some feedback. Let me know what other videos you would like to see, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.